One is body waves, second one is surface waves. So instead of body waves, surface waves are more disastrous. So in the body waves, there are two types of waves. One is called P wave, second one is called as S waves. P waves are nothing but primary waves where the earthquake has been generated. That place is called as hypocenter or focus. Vertically above the focus, there is a place called epicenter. From hypocenter to epicenters, different kinds of waves are moving. When the which are the waves reached the epicenter first, they are called as primary waves. What is the quality of primary waves? Primary waves are tend to move in all kinds of materials like a solid, liquid, as well as gaseous materials. So after the primary waves, another kind of waves are moving with a longitudinal movement. They are called as secondary waves. Secondary waves are moving only in solid materials. So that's why it is easy to understand the interior of the earth by studying the earthquake waves. Okay, so as we study, I told the two types of waves. One is body waves, and another is surface waves. Already we studied about the body of the waves. What is the use by studying the body waves or primary and secondary waves? Is we can easily understand the density of the material as well as the interior of the earth, because primary waves are moving in solid, liquid and gaseous material, as well as secondary waves are moving in only solid materials. When these waves, earth P waves, when they comes from inside the earth, they move in a different directions. While moving in the different directions, they will interact on the surface rocks. They will interact on the surface rocks. When they interact with the surface rocks, they are moving the surface rocks from here to there. They started another kind of waves by the interaction of the P waves or the secondary waves is called as surface waves. Surface waves, already I told you, surface waves are more disastrous, which brings damage of property and life over the earth. After that, by studying these waves, already I told you that we can understand the interior of the earth or the material of the earth. When these waves are moving, some waves are moving over the surface rocks because they are tend to move only in solid rock. Some waves moving in all sides of the earth. That's why while moving on the earth, when they touch the cores, they refract, so that these waves generate shadow zones. That's why we can understand that interior of the earth is solid. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅದು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. So there are many types of earthquakes we can find. One is tectonic earthquakes. The most common ones are the tectonic earthquakes. Although the earth looks like a pretty solid place from the surface, it's actually extremely active just below the surface. The earth is made up of basically four basic layers. One is solid crust, a hot nearly solid mantle, or a liquid outer core and solid inner core. Tectonic plates are constantly shifting as they drift around on this viscous or slow flowing mantle layer below. The non-stop movement causes stress on Earth's crust. When the stress gets too large, it leads to cracks called fault. When tectonic plates move, it also causes movements at this fault